It's starting. We are joined by Adam Grossack. Hi, Adam.
Hi.
And Stefan is with us also. We expect Zia to be joining us at some point. You know, you're accustomed to Zia right now. So today we are going to try to follow Hammam and Bramley as much as possible. They are leading right now. Some of you, before I let Adam talk about the bridge, there has been a small adjustment in the results. So from the result you could see 5 minutes ago, and the ones that you can access through the website, I'm going to post the link right after that. There is a small adjustment. It's one board that was stopped in the middle yesterday, opposing Ish Del Monte and Eldad Ginosar against Klukowski and Gavris. It was stopped in the middle, so BBO automatically corrected it as making, and we changed it to making half of the time, which was fair. So that changed the results a little bit. Second change today, unfortunately, Gavris was ill and had been substituted by Thomas Charlsen, our second WBT founder. So don't be surprised if you see that Klukowski is playing with Thomas Charlsen. I think the players are getting ready on the Zoom, so we haven't started yet, but maybe it's time for Adam to a new Twitch broadcaster. Can you tell us about your new adventure?
Sure. And I see some of the chats coming in. Ovinch, thanks for your comment. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying maybe what could be the future of Bridge and getting some more young people involved in Bridge, because we know young people are so drawn to watching video game streams and also chess streams as well. So maybe there's some opportunity for Bridge there.
I'm going to send you all the link to Adam's Twitch, which of course is not live right now, or if it is, it might be hosting this channel. But I don't know if you have set hours for streaming.
Normally like 10 o'clock Eastern time, or it should align with when the major tournaments are happening. But we have a hand here we can maybe look at. It looks like Gru has led the Rusno Jack of Clubs against 3-0. And but he's going to be cut off on the second round of clubs. Declare he made duck a second club though, because he doesn't know the clubs are 6-2. And then can they shift effectively? Not really. 5 diamonds, 1 club, 2 spades, and a heart. Looks like this should be making, unless I'm missing something.
Yes, Zia was telling us that the issue, maybe with broadcasting Bridge that way, is that the random hands are needed because they are part of Bridge, but they might make the show a bit boring from time to time. I don't know what's your view on that. Should we tweak the board so we get rid of the boring ones, or would it be too much of a change in what Bridge is?
I'm just seeing some comments coming in about the echo, Christoph. So I don't know whether we should consider maybe switching to Discord rather than Zoom. I don't know if that would help, but
I'll shut up and try to fix it.
Okay, so you let me know if you want to switch. But just to answer your question, oh, no echo. Okay, cool. What was your question?
I was saying whether when we broadcast an event like that and to make Bridge entertaining.
Oh, should you modify the hands?
Should we get rid of, not modify, but just get rid of the ones that are very obvious that are going to be 11 tricks in hearts or 10 tricks in no trump?
Yeah, my current opinion of that is to not make any modifications to the hands that come up. I always found that really frustrating, that like maybe on the 3rd day of a national pair event, that somebody would, all the hands would seem so much more like skewed, like as if they were hand picking hands. I really just prefer to have random hands, but I can see the argument if you're going to get more fans involved to have the hands. But then I would like full disclosure to the players that they're going to be doing that. So I'm fine if they're going to do that, but I think that there needs to be full disclosure to the players if they are going to make changes to the hands and throw out some of the boring ones.
Yeah, okay. So on this hand, Joe Proof decided to lead small from Ace King fifth.
Sure. And now
He led the so hi everyone, I'm also here. So had he let ace or king of diamonds, the suit was blocked anyway, so it won't affect the outcome apart from the over trick here, because the Claire has 10 top tricks and that diamond will be the 11th trick. So it only matters in pairs rather.
So
Adam, I wanted to ask about the Twitch thing because this looks like one of those. Oh, sorry, the clubs are 5 new, so it's not.
Yeah, I was just looking at the club break here. So, but the spades are 3 3s, so 4 spades, 3 clubs, a diamond, and the ace of hearts is 9 tricks.
So the diamond was the 9th trick actually. That is interesting.
Thank you for your intervention, Stefan. Really
yes,
appreciate it.
I was waiting for my moment, and I was waiting for so long, and then yeah.
No, but I didn't realize.
Don't worry, Adam. I didn't either. But yeah, the lead was helpful for Mr. Hammond for sure.
What was the auction? Can we get that up again? Oh yeah, 103. No, that was the preceding.
Double, 2 no trumps, 3 no trumps.
Yeah, he didn't have a great lead.
What's your view on when you should lead ace or king, depending on your convention with ace king, and when you should lead low again in a no trump contract?
Well, my brother always yells at me when I lead low. So if I have like ace king, like I feel like the European style is to lead the high honors more, and American style is kind of to lead 4th best. That's just what I feel. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just kind of what I think it is. I mean, obviously, if you have like honor spot 4th, you should probably lead an honor. But like otherwise, I think it's kind of just a toss up.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think?
I think whether you have side entries matter quite a lot also. Sure. And I think when you don't, you should lead low, and when you do, it's very trickier. And here it's not clear if the king of heart was. I think with the ace of heart he would have laid ace and king. With the king it's not as clear, so yeah.
Yeah, I guess it just if he guesses to lead ace king and a diamond, I guess he just beats it per force. But
yeah,
I mean, okay, so a diamond double 2 clubs by Bramley is a little bit of a strange bid with a 5-card heart suit.
Trying to give the lead to partner, maybe.
Sure, I guess. And Hammond just passes 4 spades, doesn't even consider to bid 5 clubs. White red.
Yeah, he might have. I agree.
They can get diamond rough. This is an interesting potential defense. I mean, they can take a diamond rough. The hard finesse is offside doubleton. And the diamond's not breaking.
But doesn't the ace of club provide? Yeah, oh yeah, because you cannot shuffle the diamonds. I see.
So he's not sure whether he wants to pitch a diamond or a heart yet, so that's why he's playing a low club to rough it in his hand. He's kind of hedging his options. Now a diamond up, he's doing his side work, working on the side suit. So ace of diamonds, and then the 9. And Hammond will probably have a think here. Do North-South play upside down count or standard count?
We can check that if they have. I don't think we can actually, because Haram
Okay.
was playing with the Wizard on the first day, and we don't have the convention card of.
Yeah. So
King
now
of
just
Diamonds.
ace and a trump is best, I would say. Just ace and a trump, and let Declare try to figure out everything. He can then use the ace of clubs to pitch off one of his losing red cards in his hand, which will be a diamond. But we'll have to probably end up taking a heart finesse in the end game. So I think a trump is best right now. But the 10 of hearts, now can Declare potentially go ace, king of hearts, ace of clubs, and then just a full cross rough? Does he have the spots for that? Not sure. And the timing. But I don't think he's taking heart finesses now on the 10 of hearts shift.
Why not? Would it be bad to play heart with Queen 10-9?
I just don't see the point. I think he would play a trump with the Queen 10-9 of hearts. I don't think he would give the Declare. I just don't think he would make that play. And Brad didn't think so either. I think he would just play a trump.
You're right that Brad didn't think so.
No, it doesn't seem like that's something that he would do. I really think Bramley should have played a trump at that juncture rather than a heart. I think that might have swung the contract, to tell you the truth. So now he should cash ace of hearts now to see if the queen is doubleton. And then when it doesn't fall down, play the ace of clubs and pitch a heart, rough a club. Okay, so he's doing it like this.
But weren't there some positions when he needed to play heart, so partner can cash the heart?
Can cash what?
His heart trick.
Well, they already have
No, maybe not.
I'm not so clear on it.
Oh.
So Hammond's in and is immediately playing ace and a trump.
So now what do? You rough a diamond, you pitch something, and is there a squeeze? You can squeeze north, is that the point?
I think he's just going to play the ace of hearts, and then when the queen falls, it's over.
Yeah. But he needs that.
Yeah, he might be considering to try to squeeze Hammond in the red suits. I guess if Hammond had one more heart, he could win the 6 of spades, play ace of clubs, rough a club, rough a diamond, and then a club rough would squeeze north in diamonds and hearts. But then would South have a small heart as a guard? Would South have another heart left after Hammond would bear down to stiff queen, and Brad would have to pitch up a heart as well? So diamond rough, let's see.
Diamond rough.
So he's gonna have to relinquish one of his guards here. Hold on one sec. I'm getting a call.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, I can have another try then.
So what is he going to discard now?
Well,
No, is it a double squeeze? So he roughs, he plays the king of spades north, discard a club, and south just keeps his club also. I think it's
South is discarding afterwards, so
yeah.
South will discard whatever is discarded.
Yes, he discards the club, and I think now he's going down.
Yep.
Played for the squeeze, didn't work.
Yep.
So our favorite are off to a good start, Stefan.
Very much so. I want to pay attention on board two actually that the score 3-0 Trump making was matched at almost all other tables. Nobody cashed ace king of diamonds. It wasn't certain if it was going off afterwards anyway, but it was rather going off. Only one table, the substitute player, Thomas Charleston, was left in one hard double, which he even made. So that will be a massive score for them on the first board, something like 13 innings. So this easily might be Klukowski's best board in the tournament. The first hand with Thomas Charleston.
So he misguessed the shapes there in the ending or something.
Yeah, he played for a double squeeze that wasn't there. So let me rewind the bidding that went quickly. Diamond, a spade, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds. Which looks like a nice spot, but 3 diamonds, diamond losers. No more hearts after this lead. A spade and maybe a club. It looks like this might make. Yeah, just rough a heart and the lead might be costly. What would you lead, Adam? What's the right lead here?
And heart seems pretty normal. I mean, my second choice would be to underlead my ace of spades, but
not online, because it's either wrong or if it's good, they'll suspect you. So
no, I don't think people would suspect me of cheating for that. I mean, I have plenty of bad underleads in the bank for them to cross-reference. That's something I think a lot of younger players will do pretty routinely, is underlead aces against suit contracts.
Are you a firm believer that this is underutilized at the top level?
I think that most top level experts are capable of underleading aces in suit contracts. So is it underutilized? I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I think that most people are like, a lot of people are risk averse on opening lead. They don't want to be maybe just generally, people are playing too conservatively in top levels, like especially if they have a sponsor, because they don't want to be the one that's like, oh well, we gotta blame Adam because he underled his ace there and it didn't work. So it's easy for someone to point their finger at something like that if it doesn't work, if you try to make flashy plays.
Yeah.
But what you said, younger people lead it more often. I agree with this. And also, I guess it matters a lot what the field is, because if you play in a weaker field, you don't want to do things nobody will do unless you desperately need it. But at this field, yeah, many people would consider a small spade lead.
So we are currently at table 6, sorry. We're gonna move preemptively to table 7, where we're gonna see where Bob Hammam and Bart are gonna move. So we might be able to see what's happening there. They're still playing board 3.
Okay, so 4 spades here. That is the most interesting hand in this round.
For sure. So it looks like a club was led, Declare won the ace and pitched off a heart, and is now leading a trump. And it's from the west.
Yeah, we can have a look at the bidding. So 14-16, no trump. That might be some good indication. Of where the Queen of Hearts is. Oh, but I see he discarded a heart on the Ace of Club already.
What was the lead, the opening lead? Yeah, is there anything he can even do now? He led the Queen of Clubs, was it?
It was the club lead, the 8 of Club from North, and the South played the Queen, and he discarded.
So the Queen was a little bit of a tricky play. I mean, is there anything that Declare can even do now that he's pitched a heart?
No, he can try for the double squeeze like Brad tried, but oh no, he doesn't even have the. Rough a diamond, rough a club, rough a diamond.
I mean, I think South can just maintain the heart and the club guards, and North can guard the diamonds. and South is sitting behind East.
No, but
So
can't he just rough everything now? That the defense didn't play spade after the ace of spade?
maybe so. Maybe so.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
ace
think
of
you're
heart,
right.
yeah.
Full cross rough. Just win that club rough, cash ace of hearts.
Yeah, when press roughing, you want to cash your side tricks as early as possible.
Yep.
So he does.
That's in.
That's a huge hand. So, Stefan, if you can have a look for us if most people made it or went down.
I'm already on it.
Thanks.
So the great Michał Klukowski made +1. These guys are going to win the event. Charleston and Klukowski, 2 huge hands for them. 4 spades +1 he made.
Note that Marshall Lewis and Ante Mijix, which are east-west here, are fourth before the beginning of the session with +10 imps, so only 10 imps behind second. And this 4 spades was for sure a good board.
Simon Davis also made it. I see now Pero what Colin is playing it right now on the ace of spades lead.
Hand should be over in a few hours then. Yeah, so I was just gonna say, I was gonna actually make the comment about the North cards. I would probably rebid 1-0 rather than 2 clubs. I mean, I know that that's not really traditional style, but I certainly would bid 1-0
Why is that?
over 1 spade. I've just totally moved away from the style where you need to have at least 2 spades to bid 1-0. I just think that the hand is.
Actually,
I
every
just-
declare made it. Sorry to interrupt you, Adam. Every declare made 4 spades.
But 1.
Yes.
So it's a huge, huge hand for our leaders.
Yeah.
12, 13 imps, yeah.
So, I mean, they were on the right track, sort of, ish, in Eldad. So after he took Ace of Diamonds, Diamond Rough, did Eldad play a spade at that point? Can we rewind?
I'll
So
have a look.
Yeah, you can see it on the right of your screen.
Ace of Diamonds, Diamond Rough, and then he played.
Oh no,
No, that was Bramley.
Yeah, we can't. I don't know. Can I see it, Stefan? Do you know
To see what?
what happened?
The card play at this table.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Because he led a club, they won the ace and pitched
So
a
he
heart.
led a club, the queen was played, jack of spades, they won.
Oh, he didn't have another trump because Declare played the jack of spades.
Yes.
So then he played ace of diamonds, rough of diamond, and then South didn't have another trump to lead because it was already out of his hand.
Yes, South played a club then, and Declare went for a cross rough.
It's a spade play, maybe.
So next table, who are going to play against? Oh, actually, against Hamam and Bramley is going to be Margie Cole and Alejandro Bianchetti. And we have a short interview of Margie Cole, about 7 minutes. I think it's the right time. It's 8 minutes on the clock. So I will play it for you guys, and we'll see you at the beginning of the next round.
My name is Margie Cole. I live in New York City with my husband and my 21 and 18-year-old daughter. I started playing bridge about 8 years ago. I started playing bridge because I retired from my job, and my dad and mom started playing bridge when they retired. So I heard them constantly talking about trumps and no trumps, and I wanted to figure out what that was. Well, I guess I have to say my partner, Alejandro Bianchetti, is the one that has mentored me and taught me so much of what I know and brought me to the next level. Oh, no, never bridge. Never bridge. No, that's not true. Sometimes we talk about bridge, but my friends at the bridge table, thankfully, I have such wonderful bridge friends and they have so many other interests. So we very much enjoy talking about everything else. We talk about dancing, we talk about family, we talk about silly things all the time. So it's my favorite part of bridge. It's a good question. I think that I used to zone out, and now I try to pay attention and learn from my mentor who's sitting across from me playing the hand. I love the idea of online bridge during COVID, because if we didn't have it during COVID, we'd all be a little bit crazier. But there is nothing that's going to replace face-to-face bridge, because I think that for somebody like me, the face-to-face tournaments are partially about the bridge and mostly about the people and the people I meet and the dinners and the activities we do together. And I've made just absolutely incredible friendship. My first national was in 2015 when this cheating scandal, the most current cheating scandal, started to come out. And for me, it was what must happen at every national. I didn't even understand the difference. And now, having been a little bit more seasoned, I understand what a huge problem it is. And for online bridge, I think it's really sad that it's happening. And I think it's even sadder to me to see these friendships that are being challenged and these partnerships that are being challenged. And there's so much discourse in this that's come up from this. And that's very upsetting for me to see, not knowing what's going on behind the scenes. In the beginning of COVID, I started playing in some of those larger tournaments, the OCBL and the Alt tournament, and we were getting crushed during all those tournaments. And I told my partner that I just couldn't take it. It just wasn't good for my bridge. I'm not a professional, and there was only so much losing that I could do. And subsequent to that, all of this this scandal has allowed me to get back into the events and feel more confident that what I'm doing, if I mess up, I'm messing up. But if I play good bridge, my results are not going to be so horrible. I'm not superstitious at all. Nah, it doesn't apply to me. Would I change anything? I guess I would hire a huge team, but my team would be all my friends, my bridge friends. I think the best way to improve at this game is practice. Practice, practice, practice. And for me, going over the hands. And after I go over the hands, go over the hand again. And after I go over the hand again, I go to sleep and I think about the hand. Those are the ways I learn. Stefan Skorchev told me once that it takes 5 times to learn something new. I think he said 5 times. Maybe he said 3, but I agree with that. You hear it once, you hear it twice, you have to hear it a 3rd time. It's true. I do think I started teaching bridge to beginners during a little bit before COVID. And what I tell all my students is, if you make the mistake in a tournament where it counts, you learn it a lot faster. I have to say, I kind of like them. 7. I play way too fast for my level, but I would say 5. I have no idea. I know what people say. August Madala, Bob Hammond, Max Struff Rodwell. My best bridge memories probably came at the Red Sea Festival. My partner and I visited Petra, and we had just won a pairs event, and we were super, super happy. And we hiked through Petra, talking about every hand that we played. And this, for me, was so fulfilling. Here we were in this amazing, exotic foreign country, seeing one of the 7 wonders of the world, talking about bridge hands. On that same trip, during a break, we sat at the Red Sea, and Alejandro taught me loser count, sitting at the Red Sea. And for me, where else can I get this amazing combination of travel, friendship, and a passion that I love? I would say My best is bidding. My second is defense, and my third is declaring, as you'll probably see in this tournament. I'm in a position now that I have 2 daughters that are leaving home to go to college and to become adults in the world. I have a husband who has yet to retire. So for me, bridge brings me an opportunity to do something that I love, which is travel, combined with a really interesting, incredible sport, which is bridge. And the fact that I can combine those things with my love of people and being able to meet people all over the world that I would absolutely have never met. And to get out of a little cluster of the type of people that I meet in New York City, it has expanded my world beyond anything I could have ever comprehended. And as my mother told me, once you have bridge, you'll never be alone.
Okay, welcome back, guys. The play is about to start. Margie, that you just listened to, is sitting east. Her partner Alejandro Bianchetti, and still our leading pair in north-south. I guess they're settling in with the Zoom.
What would you lead, Christoph, with the East cards?
I would lead the 9 of hearts. I haven't looked at much, but that's what I would lead for sure.
103 now.
And
yeah, it's definitely an interesting decision. I think I would also lead a heart. I don't know whether David Bird would advocate for leading a spade to try to find your partner's 5-card suit. Certainly in a match point game, I would never lead a spade because it could just be really silly to set up declares like 4-3 spade. And I think in match points, I would definitely lead a heart. In imps, it's not as clear to me. I think a heart or a diamond is possible. Margie led a spade, which is fine, I guess.
Like
I mean,
like you said, playing teams, a spade has more chances of hitting partner with 5, basically.
Yeah, but a heart also combines more like passivity because there's fewer holdings you're going to blow up when you're leading from a tripleton rather than a doubleton. So probably a heart, I don't know, is preferable for me than a spade. I mean, diamond is possible as well. I mean, you know, this theory that you have to lead a major against 1-0, 3-0 because they didn't bid Stayman is, I mean, it's
a small thing, but it's a thing.
It's a small thing. I mean, today Bramley was 4-3 in the majors and 3-3 in the minors.
Yeah, I guess, but they could have taken 4 tricks in diamonds, and that was about it.
That's it. Yeah. So it's a boring. This is one of the hands that you would throw away, you know, if you're playing in the format that you suggested.
Yes. And that's why I guess match points might be more interesting in some ways, but like Boyer said, it would be really hard for spectators to follow because there's so many things going through the head of the players, where they should settle for down 1 and things like that, which might be harder to broadcast and make people interested in.
I see. I hadn't thought about that before. So you think it's harder to get the audience's interest in a match point game?
How do you explain to people that are not experts that declarer is settling for down 1?
Well, I think you just have to explain just like that. I mean, it might be a little bit more complicated to explain, but I think you just have to do it.
Yeah, of course. If you do have match points, you have to do it. I agree. But will the people get it and like it? Is the
I think so. I mean, I think that a lot of people in the audience are used to playing club pair events, like a club game, you know, something like that, where match points is pretty common. So I think that if you're streaming to bridge players, I think that they can understand basic match point strategy. I think think it could be okay.
So we can see that Bart is playing with his cat on his lap. And Alejandro is now showing him his dog. It's a friendly atmosphere. Only Bob Hammond is always fully focused, not talking to the opponents. And I remember him telling Zia to shut up when they were playing together.
It's funny. So with Hammond, will Hammond show both majors here, or will he show one major? Or probably both, right? If you could bid 2 clubs to show the majors, I would probably do that rather than show.
Yeah, if you can bid 2 clubs, maybe. If you can't, and if your bid is 2 diamonds, it's much less obvious because a partner is likely to pick hearts.
So he's
with
bidding
equal
1
lengths.
major through 2 diamonds. So it looks like he did have a 2 club available probably to show the majors, but he's bidding 2 diamonds to show 1 major anyway.
Happens.
I guess he just likes he likes the texture of the spade suit, Queen Jack 6th for a trump suit. So let's see what Bramley and Hammond play over the double. I think what I play with most of my partnerships is bidding. I mean, here it's weird because double is showing hearts. So it adds a layer of complexity. But if double were just values, like most people play it, okay, so they're just having a big misunderstanding here. Hammond and Bramley. I mean,
Yes.
but wait a minute, can 5 spades be made? They lose a spade, and that's it. They can pick up the clubs. It's funny, they can probably make 6. No, but well, they need to deal with the heart losers. I guess you have to tap the dummy sort of so that they can't utilize the clubs, but you can't really tap the dummy effectively. They lead a heart, you just pitch a diamond. And then you may have to guess the 10 of clubs. This is just like so weird. But anyway, the point I was making, if it goes 1 no 2 diamonds, double, and double is just values. I think most people play that bidding is natural, redouble is rescue, like bid your suit, and pass is sort of like neutral. I can play 2 diamonds doubled. What do you normally play over the double?
Over the double?
Yeah.
From South?
Yeah.
I would play that if pass would be to play, redouble would be equal lengths, and bidding on would show preference.
And how would South show his or her own suit over the double?
He wouldn't be able to.
Okay, so you play that redouble is equal length.
I mean,
No, you don't need.
What do you mean by his own suit? You mean in the minor? He would just bid it.
No, like 2 diamonds, 1 major, double.
Oh, sorry,
So, like-
sorry. 1 major, no, sorry.
Yeah.
So I would definitely play pass as to play, redouble as
Yeah.
pick your major, and bidding
Yeah.
a major as a natural. Sorry.
Natural. Yeah. So we're playing the same way. I think you were doing it over both majors.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I played the opposite way. Redouble is I have 1 suitor hand and 2 heart space is possible, correct?
Yeah.
But the most interesting topic passes to play. Can you say more about this? Because in my understanding, this means whatever diamonds you have, you should pass partner. And some people would pass with king, queen, jack to 5 and a singleton in the major, like pass or correct bit.
I think I would say that pass is an invitation to play 2 diamonds doubled. So partner is supposed to maybe like sit with any tripleton or like decent doubleton. I don't know though.
I hope for a hard lead here because that's the only lead that will produce difficulties for declare.
10 of clubs is that's just
clubs.
curtains.
The 10 of clubs might be the normal lead to make, but here it helps declare so much.
I mean, you could also maybe consider to lead a trump, right, Stefan? I mean, like the opponents are on the 5 level, in a misunderstanding auction, and it looks like you have a lot of the power in the hand. I mean, Margie wasn't exactly expecting, she didn't know that the dummy was going to be so long in clubs, and she did have the diamonds kind of backed up. So I would definitely be considering a trump lead as well.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I mean, I don't think that would work either. I think Declare can just play low.
Yeah, I think only hard lead makes it interesting because Declare has a
Well, he would
pitching
just have to
skill,
take a pitch. I mean,
and he takes a pitch, they continue with a heart, and maybe after the spade another heart, so then the clubs get blocked and there is no entry eventually.
they continue with a harder trick too.
Yeah,
So maybe I just now ruff all my hearts. If they really continue a harder trick too, I just play low and
but then
ruff.
you're playing that spades are coming 2-2 maybe, and the club, and you have no club losers to make it because you need all that now.
No, I can still deal with 3-1 spades.
But you're gonna lose 2 spades, right?
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
So hard lead, it's still possible to make it, I believe, but it will give hard time to declare.
Yeah.
But that said, I would also think between a black lead, spade for the reasons you said, clubs for the reasons Margie has. Heart is not so obvious. But who knows, you may want to short and declare and get partner to have the control in trumps.
So Hammond had a bit of a problem at trick 2. He just played another club. Queen of 10 of clubs covered. He just ran another club, and now is going to play a spade to the ace. This is interesting. Now is he going to unblock the club now and let Margie score her ruff? The idea being, if Alejandro has king X of spades left, club, heart ruff, club, now he's going to be cooed, sort of, has to ruff low. If he ruffs high, he can win the next spade in the dummy. The 10 of spades is gone, so I think he's probably suspecting that the spades are 2-2. So I guess he can just do whatever he wants now. He can play a trump even. But this is, I think, pretty safe. She can ruff it, and they're just going to get one more trump. She plays it hard, he can just ruff. And lead clubs now.
I wonder for someone like Bob Hammond, like sitting now knowing that he has made the hand and he had some good ones before, is he thinking I won the event already? Or he's not thinking about this at all?
He definitely isn't.
Yeah,
You should read his book. It's all about that. It ain't over.
I
till
have
it's
it,
over.
I have it. I have it. I'm just giving you some foods for thought.
This is brutal for East-West. I mean, you know, Hammond and Bramley have a misunderstanding, land in 5 spades with less than half the deck and 9 trump. And it's just totally cold.
Sorry, I didn't follow carefully enough. I was replying to the chat. What would have happened if East played a heart after the spade ruff?
Declare can just ruff and then start leading clubs. And then, since there's only 1 trump outstanding, club, pitch off 2 hearts, ruff a diamond, and then eventually ruff a heart.
Losing 2 tricks, 2 spades.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
I think he should be claiming here, but he's not in a rush, obviously.
Well, here, of course, it would be okay, but the issue with claiming is always that uh, players can always argue that you think everything is the same and that if you play a spade, it's going down, and he doesn't want to type the explanation, whereas at the table he would type it. And I'm sure he has been in trouble before in the past for this kind of things, and he knows better than to take the risk.
Yeah, maybe that's right. There was
So you see there's some discussion on the table. I just saw a message come in. Let's just play Landy. That's what Bramley said. Let's just play Landy, like straight up Landy. I think he's what they're playing now.
Hammond is typing back.
Yeah.
For all of you who are on Twitch, the tables on BBO are open for kibitzers for better interaction. If you like, you can watch us and browse the tables and the scores. So here, flat 16, standard 1-no trump opener, but interesting what Margie will do when it comes to her. What is the right bit according to you guys?
For spades, I don't know.
Four
spades.
You become
Wow.
so aggressive.
7-4.
No. I would bid 2 spades, I think, and miss a game.
Okay, I'll take the 3 spades bid then.
Wow, 4 spades, huh?
I mean, this for spades actually, yes, diamonds are 3-3, that helps.
What our spectators think, you can type it in the chat. What would you bid if it comes to you 1-no trump pass? 2
Okay,
spades, not
what would
two?
you open in first seed? In fourth seed, pass. What do you
Well,
open?
in first seat, I would yeah, I understand. I mean, 7-4s obviously are good to open on the 4 level. I mean, but still with this particular 7-4, ace, king, high, and spades, I would probably just open 1 spade, honestly, with this particular texture, ace, king, 7th. But I mean, I'm not going to fault anyone who opens 4 spades with the 7-4. I mean, obviously it's good action.
I agree with Adam. I think 1 is right, but I'm not the person who's gonna open it, so I'll probably open 4.
So we're being told that Gru on the same auction bid Joe Gru bid 3 spades here.
I guess that's the right bid. I mean,
Someone is suggesting showing spades on the minor. What do you guys think? I don't really like it, but what do you guys think?
I'll show spades and spades.
I mean, the problem with spades in a minor is, I mean, you're never really gonna reel it. Are you gonna play 3 diamonds if partner bids 2 now? I don't know.
Just look at this hand. It's a nice example. Do you want to be in spades or in diamonds?
Yeah. No, 7 spades and 4 diamonds. So you have to just show spades. But I mean, the problem is partner, if you do something like bid 3 spades, the problem is partner is never going to know if their cards are good, if they're facing diamond, if partner has a diamond card, it's good, a club card, it's bad, that sort of thing.
Yeah, true.
So what about this starting with 2 diamonds?
2 diamonds maybe, and now when partner bids something, can we maybe raise it?
Yeah, to be honest, I like 2 diamonds followed by 3 spades. Maybe it's a good middle round if you have this option of bidding it, because it should show a stronger hand than 3 spades directly. I mean, depends on your style, but you should show whichever is the strongest of the 2 options if you can, and if you want to almost bid 4 spades, I guess. But even over that, is it clear for West to bid 4?
Not at all. I mean, especially do they have a penalty double available of 1-no? Is this a hand that didn't make a penalty double, but is... Yeah.
2 spades is an important bit here because it suggests a shortage in spades. So maybe that's discouraging, but in the meantime, suggests something in hearts.
Yeah, it happened that the 2 kings of Declarer are huge cards.
Do you play these 2 spades as invitational if partner is hearts, so partner can jump to 4 hearts on a better hand, guys? Does it suggest some points?
I think I play that over normal like multi 2-diamond opening, but like after multi against a 1-no trump opening, a lot of people play 2 spades as natural, like 1-no 2-diamond overcall past 2 spades to just play it as natural. I've seen that. I know that John Hurd plays that, or at least he did in his partnership with Woldridge. I remember that. But I definitely also know that the European style is to keep the passer correct
Yes.
in that position as well. So, I mean, but what do you do if you're dealt just like a bunch of spades? You just bet 2 spades and 3 spades.
You have an issue in Europe.
Yeah.
You leave the room. So what I can tell you from other tables, Nicholas Hammond has overcalled 2 spades, Gary Donner has overcalled 3 spades, and Antonio Palma has overcalled 4 spades. So I guess we've got the same characters like here.
Well, I'm not surprised that Palma bid 4 spades.
Why? What's wrong with Palma?
That's right. That's right with Palma, you mean?
John
I'm
Cook
just gonna
also
leave
bid
that
3
there.
spades.
Donner bid 3 spades. Hey, I mean, I guess that's the right bid, is to treat it as more invitational.
I guess there is no right bid. If so many good players are taking a different approach, I guess it's a matter of style rather.
So on board 8, is Hammond gonna bid 2 spades? All right, that looks fairly normal.
But another good hand for. I mean, they're killing it. I mean, we are planning on trying to follow it, to give you some kind of running scores, trying things. But guys,
There is no suspense. The question is Bob Hammond going to double up his score or not? So 2 spades here. How strong do you play this, Adam? Second seat. Do you expect a better suit, or this is a fine bid?
I mean, I think it's fine. Equal white. Just like not horrible.
With 3
I mean,
cards, second seat.
Yeah, sorry.
Having 3 cards in hard second seat partner is not a pass hand. Maybe there is some merit for overcalling a spade.
Yeah, I understand, but I mean, I think with the 10, 9, 8, 7 of spades, my hand would just go to 2 spades and I wouldn't worry about it. But I mean, I certainly subscribe to the mentality that you could overcall 1 spade on a 6-card suit and sort of a weakish hand, like that doesn't want to have the exposure of 2 spades. I certainly do that. We certainly do that a lot. But with this hand, I think 2 spades is fine. I would bid 2 spades.
Okay.
So what do we think the chances are that Hammond and Bramley know their system over 2-0?
I don't know, but the chances that they how do you say it, land on their feet seem very high, very high.
Mm-hmm.
So just we've asked our directors to have some running scores, kind of, that you can check on the results Google sheet that we've shared. So they are plus 19 after the first 4 boards. So doing really, really well. And among the top 5, only one other pair was plus. It's Nicholas Hammond and Eric Laurent, who had plus 10. So it's looking good for them.
So Cole shifts to a diamond here.
So here it seems Declare is going to lose a spade, a heart, and 2 clubs. But let's see if he's gonna take diamond finesse. I guess not, especially after the diamond return, but who knows. So what happens at other tables? Chris Swillen can overcall 1 spade, and after some doubles and redoubles, he ended up declaring 2 spades.
Maybe you can try to follow at Eric Laurent on And
Mano and
Nicolas-
DiFranco went to 4 spades after 1 spade overcall. Yes, okay. Hamann and Laurent, they overcalled. So that was Helge Muder against them overcalling a spade and eventually making 3 spades.
And what about board 7?
Board 7 with Eric Laurent.
Yeah.
Board 7, yeah, Nicholas Hammond overcalled 2 spades, so that was the final contract. And on the previous 2 boards, Helgem and Helnis made 3 no trumps and 4 spades.
And 4 spades?
So 4 spades
Yes,
on
yeah,
board
yeah,
6,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah, okay.
So it's rather a negative round for them. Boy has overcalled 2 spades and had exactly the same option as here. So apart from Boy and Bob Hammond, the other players that I looked at overcall 1 spade. Cecilia Rimstedt opened 14-16 no trump, Ish overcalled 2 diamonds, and they ended up in 4 spades making Ish and Eldat.
Okay.
So let's see, how did that happen? The lead was a diamond under the queen. So I guess he discarded a club and then, yes, he discarded a club and he made 420.
Wow.
So that is a good score for Ishel and that, but they didn't have that such a good score before. They were actually, I was keeping it as a secret. They were my personal favorites. Unfortunately, it wasn't their tournament.
So let's move to table 8, which we're gonna follow next.
So that is the table where Ish and Eldat made 4 spades. So it was 1 no trump, 2 diamonds overcall, pass, and Eldat considered his hand as game forcing, so he jumped to 4 clubs, bid or suit by transfer, and he was the declarer of 4 spades.
Cool.
It's out. Eldat.
No, I was saying cool.
Ah, cool, okay.
So for the next position, Ish and Eldad are gonna move to east and west, and our leaders are gonna take the north-south spot.
Stefan, how do you play after 1 no trump, 2 diamonds, single suited major pass, 2 no trump, which is the like at least invitational asking bid? How do you play your responses over that?
I play 3 diamonds and 3 hearts are transfers on a minimum hand, and 3 clubs is any maximum. Partner asks with 3 diamonds, and I bid the other way around. But eventually I may jump to 4 of a major if I want to declare to right-sided after 1 no trump.
Thanks.
And how do you play, Adam?
3 clubs max, 3 diamonds, and 3 hearts transfers, man.
So we can have a game next time in the States.
Yeah, I would love that. Hopefully we'll be playing live bridge soon.
Yeah, I can't afford you, but I'm going to collect some breakfast.
Wait, before all of that, Adam, I believe you owe me a tournament.
Yes, Christoph is first. Christoph is first, that's for sure.
Oh my.
That is 100% for sure.
The
Sorry.
French always get it first. Such a discrimination. So what happens here, guys? Looks like boring 1 no trump, or is it boring? Clubs are 3-3, so there is potential to
So
make
well, the first decision is whether West will overcall 1 no trump
I think
over
they will.
1 heart. I mean, 17 points.
You can't really
It's-
afford to buy these hands nowadays.
It's a bit dangerous. I mean, he could also double, I guess. But I think 1 no trump is kind of possible. It's dangerous at this vulnerability. It's dangerous either way. He could miss a game. But 1 no trump. So now do you play sort of if North doubles, would you play that as values or would you play it as support?
Values definitely for me, because you want
Values.
you want to be able to catch them in these
Yeah.
situations.
For me, it's by agreement because whatever I do, partner always says I thought it's the other one. So
Yeah.
What do you
Well,
believe?
surely Bramley's going to double now.
I believe I was before believer in support doubles, but then I grew up and I thought it's very stupid. So I think it should be points. Definitely, you can see Ish is actually outside. I hope his wife didn't throw him out. Lisa, she is very nice. I doubt she did. Funnily, I don't know if I told you this, guys, but in Bulgaria we say with 22 points are the coldest pushy games. So if you notice, North-South can make 3 neutrons here, I believe. The clubs are 3-3, so Declare can take 2 diamonds, 4 clubs, 2 hearts, and maybe some sort of end play with the hearts for a 9 trick.
Are you saying that it's again going to be a great hand for Big Bob?
Looks like it. I'm sure that Eldad will not be very
Well,
pleased.
Declare has a
with
club
them.
trick and a diamond trick and 2 spade tricks. And you can't stop him from taking those 4 tricks. And beyond that,
It's trickier.
No, he
maybe
has a
he'll
chance
get-
to make another one because the defense has problems to set up their 9 tricks. So Eldad
Yeah.
has a chance to set up the diamonds.
well, maybe Bramley needed to shift to trick 2. I mean, it looks like the club lead kind of dislodged the entry from South's hand pretty early. So now,
But whatever they return, yeah, no, West will have.
well, Declare has to get out of his hand also. So presumably Declare is going to exit in diamonds. He's going to win him either play ace and a diamond or just duck a diamond. If he plays ace and a diamond, South can overtake the diamond, cash the 3rd diamond, and then play a heart.
Declare will be squeezed in the end.
Yeah,
I
no, but
think.
you play a heart first through, and then on the run of
Yeah.
the clubs, Declare gets squeezed.
Yeah.
If he ducks a diamond first, okay, no, he's playing ace of diamonds. They should get this right now. So he's going to have to overtake the diamond here for max punishment, which is counterintuitive because he knows his partner has good clubs. So he's stopping his partner from cashing his clubs in order to put a heart through. I think it's necessary. Yeah, I think he had to overtake the diamond there to get 800. So now
Yeah.
club, and Declare can pitch off 2 diamonds from hand. Now Hammond will have to give at least one trick.
Well, on a spade return, Declare needs to guess what to play.
Good point. Yeah. But even if he guesses wrong, he can then play ace, king of spades and a spade and re-end play him. And now he'll have to give a heart.
Yeah, good point.
Well, but Declare pitched a spade off. That might have been wrong. He should have pitched 2 diamonds and kept his spade as an exit. That was not best. That was a mistake. Declare should not have pitched a spade. He needed to pitch 2 diamonds on the run of clubs.
I guess he's hoping for a spade return and ace of hearts on side so he can get away with 200, which is the only reasonable score here.
Well, I mean, but they're playing imps. You know, it's a big difference, 500 and 800.
Is it such a big difference?
I think so. I think 1-0 Trump was I think it was a fairly normal 1-0. I think in this field, he'll get some field protection.
I'll tell you what happens in this field. So Perola Kulin is also struggling in this contract at this very moment.
I really dislike how Declare pitched. I mean, it's now just curtains. He's got 2 more spades, but that's it.
Gary Donner decided to save Sicilian. He ended up declaring 2 diamonds doubled.
How's that going to play?
I don't think
It's at least one
better.
trick better, but it's also a level higher.
So it seems that you were right about the field protection.
Alejandro is also in one no trump doubled.
I mean, it was a normal one no trump bid. It was certainly reasonable action. So now they have the last three tricks. Yeah. So Declare missed his opportunity to get out for 500.
Boy decided to bid 2 hearts instead of doubling, so he's declaring 2 hearts.
Doubled or not?
No.
Oh, south with south hand.
He's with north hand, south transferred and north bid 2 hearts. A club, a diamond, no trump, 2 hearts.
Oh, I see. So Boy voluntarily bid 2 hearts over one no trump.
So
Yeah.
I can tell you what Helge Helnes played. They played a double showing 3 cards in hearts, and Helnes passed. So they in one and double.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's reasonable certainly to play optional support doubles and just to pass on hands that have 3 hearts that are kind of bad. But then the only issue is now with 18 to 19 balanced, you can't light them up in one no.
David got away with only 1 off against the inexperienced partnership Charles and Klukovsky. Klukovsky won the ace of clubs and decided to return a diamond. So that
Well, he was right to shift, but it was the wrong suit, I think.
Suit.
Should have shifted to a heart.
Well, a small update after 8 boards, so our north-south pair is plus 30 on the session, the session itself. Brogland Lindqvist minus 6, Hammond and Eric Laurent plus 7, and the first the creations are minus 16 imps. So yeah.
So what's your system here, Christoph? Sorry to interrupt you, but after 2 heart double pass with the east hand.
So the French system is quite different from the rest of the world. We would play 2 no trump as the Q bid and all of the other bids as weak, but maybe they do the same.
Or maybe he's going to go 2 no, then 3 spades to show invitational.
Yeah, but like I said, the rest of the world plays Leb and Sol, with 2 no trump usually being the weak hands or some of the very strong ones. And when you bid, you have some interest. Is that how you play?
I don't know. I try to keep it pretty simple. I mean, with these sequences.
But if you
I mean, most of the bridge I play these days is with clients and students, so I don't really get too granular with it, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think 2 no. I mean, there's a difference between 2 no followed by 3 spades and a direct 3 spades. One of them should be invite based on 4. The other one should be invite based on 5. And then there's a question of 2 no followed by 3 no versus direct 3 no. One of them shows a 3 no bid that includes 4 card spades. And then there's also the question of 2 no followed by Q bid and direct Q bid.
So in that sense, here maybe 3 no trump was the bid according to what you said.
A jump to 3 no, yeah. Well, I mean, if he wants to treat his hand as game forcing.
But what is this? Isn't this game forcing?
Yeah, I guess it is.
I mean,
So
he's
maybe
a pass hand. It cannot be a game forcing one.
Well, with Tish it can be.
I think facing it to double at 2 hearts, you can kind of upgrade it to a forcing hand to 4 spades.
Yeah, sure. Of course, he can beat for spades, but I'm sure his partner wouldn't be so surprised if he happened to pass. And he would think it's fine when partner is a pass hand. But anyway, his hand is way too good. 2 aces and a king. He's not gonna stop before game for sure.
So what happens in game? I think it's going off.
Yeah, there aren't any tricks and everything is offside. I mean, the defense can just lead trumps or whatever. Declare has no tricks.
The only problem is that North has all the entries, so maybe you can end play North, but I'm not sure how much this can earn. if you play something like cashing the spades, club to the ace.
Well,
club
I
button.
mean, I have to rough one diamond and one club. I mean, for starters, I have to lose I have two heart losers. Sorry, two diamond losers, a heart losers 3, and 2 club losers is 5. If I draw trump, if I draw 3 rounds of trump,
You can then play north and
but I still have one more loser, right?
yeah, you'll get 9 trick, but not 10.
Yeah.
It's still possible that the ace of diamonds is onside. Declare sees the king of hearts, so queen jack 10 6 and the ace of diamonds is fine. So I guess Declare will go for the line to play diamond and rough a diamond quickly.
I mean, Hammond hates trump leads, but I mean, his hand, obviously king of hearts is a natural lead, but his hand is very conducive to a trump lead as well. I mean, he has all of the coverage in the minors. From the bidding, it sounds like the opponents have a 4-4 spade fit. This partner has the hearts locked up. So, I mean, certainly North could have also led a trump, but I guess he just want the king of hearts to seem so normal also.
Have you read the article in, I think it was the New York Times, about Finn and Bob?
I saw it. I didn't fully read it. Can you give me the
I'm trying to look for it so we can share it with the
summary?
I actually haven't read it. I feel guilty about it because now I really want to talk about it, and I was counting on you.
Maybe I mean, everyone our age, we just look at articles and like we look at them. We know they exist, but we don't actually read them.
I was hoping you would talk about it, and then I could say yes, it's definitely worth a read. Stefan, can you help us out?
Well, I read it, but I know the story from Finn when they rank Bob Hammond and asked him to play in this first online championship. So Finn was playing with Jacob Freeman. They're both juniors. Jacob is more Canadian, Finn is more American, but I don't know who is playing for which country. Anyway, they asked Bob Hammond, and there we go. They made a team together. I forgot who were the other 3 players, but eventually they reached the finals, and they drew there, so they shared the title. I think it's the only shared title in ACBL event ever.
It was Hammond played with Peter Weissel, and they had Woolsey and Bramley.
Okay.
And yes, it's actually interesting because Finn and Jacob were part of the first exhibition match that we ran about 6 months ago now, when Finn played for Canada. Actually, we had Canadian juniors against French juniors, and I believe the Canadian won by a few imps. It was like 5 imps victory over 64 boards. It was very entertaining, and Finn and Jacob did not stop there and kept rising since. And I guess now they are one of the very trendy pairs in the US. Can you confirm that, Adam?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really
The new generation, guys. We are not the new generation anymore.
Yeah, I know. They're a hot commodity for sure. And I actually I have the privilege of coaching the under 21 junior team for the next what's the trophy called? Damiani Trophy? Or is that for the next Junior World Championship, which is going to be in Salsa Maggiore. So I'm coaching the under 21 USA junior team, which includes Finn, but not Jacob.
Okay, yeah.
Why? Because Jacob is playing for Canada?
Jacob is Canadian.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that, I guess.
If you say so.
But I know many Canadians, actually top Canadian players, have changed their citizenship, or at least residency.
I mean, Jeff Hampson is living in Las Vegas now. David Granger, I think he's back in Canada.
He moved to US, right?
He was in the US, but now he's back in Canada.
But as a bridge country, which one is he representing?
I'm not 100% sure. I think the U.S. still. And
Okay.
Daniel Corbell was Canadian. Now he's living in Las Vegas as well.
We see in the chat that someone is saying that the junior team is very lucky to have you as their NPC or a coach.
They're
Oh,
still
thank
young.
you.
They're still young. They don't know what they're talking about.
Thank you for the updates in the chat, by the way, because I can't really see it. It's too small on my screen. So if there's anything that
Yeah,
worthy
it's
of my response, let me know.
G Stokes 46. I don't know if that's a name that you know.
Chief what?
No, J Stokes 46.
Oh, Joseph Stokes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, Joseph Stokes. He's the coordinator for the program, for the junior program. So he does a really good job.
So board 11, a spade pass and no trump. Pretty straightforward. Devil. Yeah, I like the devil. Ace king, 12 points. Ace king, ace, 12 points. Two small spades. Aggressive, but I would do it. What do you guys think?
I would certainly do it in a pair game. And in teams, I don't feel too strongly. I could pass or I could double. I don't think my chance of game is too high, but I guess it's possible. I mean, but in pairs, I would definitely double. I would need to compete for the par score.
Especially
like match points.
Especially because everybody is white.
Yeah, at this vulnerability. But this gave Bramley a very cozy way to bid his hand. He could now redouble to express his values. And so he didn't have to decide whether to jump to three spades or not. I mean, he still sort of took the low road, but at least he's shown the extras. I mean, he went a little bit low here, Bramley. They would lose one heart and two diamonds and have to guess the clubs and three spades. They'd probably make it. Three diamonds.
It's rather going off if the defense, if South plays a heart, so no, it doesn't get end plate, I believe.
Yeah, the heart shift is key. So hard shift, jack, queen, duck, probably, right? Is best, theoretically. Does
when I guess if it's in the end playing a heart towards the jack might be better, no?
Yeah, so he's gonna play one of the high ones and Hammond.
He returned a heart immediately. So
no, but I mean the question is, should he duck now? Should declare actually duck the queen of hearts? I mean, I it's not clear to me that it even benefits, but it would be certainly better on this slide of the cards so that he doesn't lose the hearts immediately.
Yeah, but the defense can't really get it wrong because North has no entries and South knows to play hearts if he's ducks.
Yeah, I guess not. I guess it doesn't really. Yeah, I don't see any M plays.
Pera over Kulin is also declaring three diamonds after exactly the same option.
It was a nice shift, the heart. That definitely was a good shift. Because you can imagine it if they waited too long until the black suits got eliminated and then shifted to a heart, to the queen, to the jack and queen, then he might have some position where he could duck. But this early in the hands, when the black suits aren't eliminated, doesn't really seem to benefit to player to duck.
Pera Kulin is on track to do it. The defense never played hearts and the spades and the clubs are gone now, so he just needs to read the position.
Yeah. I mean, he certainly wants the duck. In his heart and soul, he knows it's the right thing to do, but he can't really figure out the full construction of the cards where he's making, and he's right that there's not. You can sort of see Eldad on the right. He's thinking about it. Yeah.
Doesn't see much hope after the 7 of cards return. It feels like the suit is as it is.
Yeah. So I guess this is just down one. No Trump promotions anywhere.
Yeah, I guess so. Pero Kulin, 5-card ending, 2 diamonds and 3 hearts in hand, and 1 diamond and 4 hearts in dummy. So he needs to play from hand now.
He's playing from hand now. Okay.
So
He could play a heart to the ace and a heart back, and that way he would make it if anyone had honored Doubleton. So he could go wrong that way.
definitely, but the clue here is that that North hasn't shown many points, not any at all, I think, for their 1-0 Trump bit. So King Queen 4 is not impossible. Actually, it needs, yeah, King Queen and other points. You can definitely read this. And South has shown 15 points already. So if he had another honor in hearts, that would have been even a stronger hand, and maybe he would compete to 3 spades.
Yeah.
So there is some merit to get it right, but he's thinking for some time now. So I guess he's considering all these. Board 12 is interesting. East West have only got 3 losers, but do they have enough tricks to make game?
Stefan, would you open 1-0 Trump with the north hand?
I always open 1-0 Trump.
I know. Seems like these days any 14 count with a 5-card major is just like auto 1-0, right?
Yeah, but it's a good one here also. Ace King Queen 10 to 5. You're quite happy with that. Queen second.
Yeah, you would open 1-0, right?
Yes, I would. And you?
Yeah, Christoph, of course.
But who are we to say that when the best player in the room doesn't?
Well, we're schmucks, obviously.
Exactly.
So everything is right.
So South also had a decision. I mean, I would probably have bid 2 diamonds with the South hand rather than double, but he chose to double. 4 spades now, and he'll have another decision on the way back of what to do with 4 spades. It's definitely not comfortable. He may double again.
I don't think he'll pass.
I mean, 5 diamonds is making, isn't it?
I guess it is, because even if he leads a stiff club, they can't get a rough because Queen of Spades is with North. So he can't underlead a spade to get a rough. So Bramley just insta passes.
Finally, a bad board for this guy.
I mean, I'm surprised. I mean, I guess I don't blame him for passing 4 spades, but I'm a little bit surprised that he doubled the spade. I mean, I really think it's sort of a normal 2 diamond bid with King Queen 10 9 6th and a side ace 4th of clubs. I mean, you guys, what would you do over a heart of spade?
I would also bid 2 diamonds, but I think it's consistent with our disagreement with Bob and opening lead. We tend to be more aggressive, I guess, the new generation kind of. On this hand, they were wrong, but they've been right on every other hand. So,
I mean, let's say South did bid 2 diamonds rather than double. So it goes a heart, a spade, 2 diamonds, 4 spades.
It might go pass from then.
It still could go pass.
Just to give you some insights on the other table, so Perola Kulin executed the end play successfully, and now they have the same auction, but in the last seat, Massimiliano Di Franco gave it some thought and decided to bid 5 diamonds, so he is declaring 5 diamonds on a spade lead.
Did Mano Di Franco bid 2 diamonds first or double?
He doubled the same auction.
Really? He doubled and then bid 5 diamonds?
I swear.
That's a little bit That's interesting. I mean, it's so weird to give a flexible call and then be so unilateral.
Rick Loran and Nicholas Hammond had a big one. Two spades opener by Rick Loran, obviously a two-shooter, or maybe a two-shooter. Three hearts over call, four spades, double, pass, 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 making. 590.
So as the auction went, Stefan, were you saying that
Lukowski-
you would reopen with
Lukowski
another?
hit two diamonds
Yeah.
over one spade, but over four spades he passed. And four spades went one off at that table. What were you saying, Adam?
I was just asking you whether you would have reopened with another double. Is that what you were saying?
I was not going to pass. I was saying that I'll do something because I feel like people are stealing from me.
Yeah. But would you double or would you bid?
I don't know. It depends.
Depends who the opponents are.
Opponent's partner, how strong he is, how fast he runs, and stuff like this.
So someone is asking us if a heart, a spade, two diamonds, four spades would pass before forcing here. I believe that the answer is no, because two diamonds is not game forcing. What do you guys think?
I agree with what you just said, Christoph. I think that just making a 10 plus 2/1 in competition does not create a game force, and it does not create a forcing pass situation. At least for traditional forcing pass rules.
Adam, does the vulnerability matter specifically here when it looks like they're stealing even more?
Not for my traditional rules. I mean, if you think about the vulnerability could also be a factor in South's decision to have bid two diamonds rather than maybe double or pass, because South is thinking, okay, the auction is about to get driven up to four spades. So maybe South is also shading some points to really get their suit in because they know the auction is going to get preempted. So it cuts both ways. So it's a little bit dangerous to put a forcing pass there.
Another interesting score, 5 diamonds bid by Jan Jansma, but the auction started with two spades and Chris Willenken decided to double. At another table, they overcalled three hearts. He doubled the two spades. Which one do you prefer, guys? If they open two spades with North's hand, do you double or bid three hearts?
That's a tough one.
Because the double helped enormously to bid 5 diamonds. If you bid three hearts, partner is rather doubling 4 spades.
What would you do, Christoph?
Sorry, I didn't follow. Which board are you talking
Yeah,
about?
let me answer the question first, Stefan. I agree with Willenken. I really like double. He's asking if we went two spades to North, would you double or bid three hearts with stiff ace king queen 10 fifth, 3 low and king, or 3 low and king third. No, he had a doubleton spade, didn't he? He did
Queen Doubleton.
Wow. Oh, that's a little bit different. I was thinking it was a stiff spade.
I showed the hand.
No,
you can see the hand now.
It's
Yeah.
5-3-3-2. So I guess the scary thing is that East may have a penalty double and we lose 1700 or something like that. I guess that's the
It's
worry.
a really difficult call over two spades. I have to admit, it's also possible to pass.
I think at match points, pass is viable. At teams, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I think pass, double, and three hearts are all possible bids.
So next we're gonna see Eric Laurent and Niklas Hammond. Eric Laurent was just in the well on Bridge Winners yesterday. For the ones interested in knowing more about him, we really suggest that you go and read it. He's been appointed at the WBF as a chief of the, I forgot the official name, but cheating hunt, let's call it like that.
Ethics Advisory Committee, is that right?
Okay, thank you, Adam, for the correct wording. And Niklas Hammond is well known in the top bridge world for providing statistics of the pairs playing, whether it's online or offline. And they are going to play against Andrea Mano and forgot his first name, but Massimiliano Di Franco. who are the
Max.
who are the organizers of the OCVL tournaments. We've also updated the current scores with doing the math from the first two sessions and the current running scores. And at the moment, so Hammam and Bramley are plus 90, and the seconds are plus 27, and are coming back with a nice session. It's Tim Verbeek and Simon Davis. And Niklas and Eric are currently third, so it's going to be close. 27 for Tim and 23 for Niklas and Eric Laurent.
Did you say that Hammond was plus 90?
Plus 90. So plus 30 this session and plus 60 before that. Before they start bidding here, I just want to quickly say what happened on board 12 at Helgemu Helnes table. So Bratmos opened 2 spades. Helgemu chose to overcall 3 hearts, 4 spades, and Helnes now bid 5 diamonds. So we saw that auction too. I thought this is an impossible one, but Helnes thought differently. And they made so quite a few 5 diamonds. But
those guys are fearless. Helgemo and Helnes, they're totally fearless in the bidding. They just bid. They just bid tons and very, very high on these distributional hands always, and hope they don't get doubled. That's their style for sure. All right, so 2 spades coming, pass, a double probably. And now North will pass. Eric Laurent did not balance with a double.
Scary. How strong was the 1-0 trump actually?
Let me check that. 15 to 17.
Yeah, I think I would double regardless. I mean,
but is it like 100%? Would you hate your partner if he doesn't?
I'm
just asking for the time when we play together. Because I was rather passing.
You think you would pass 2 spades there?
I think I'm scared, as I can't tell you now. I'm very scared to bid just in front of the no trumpo and in a misfit situation. I've lost so many 1100s, Adam, that
I mean, I do have 16 highs. You know, if you pass out 2 spades, you could be cold for 4 hearts. I don't know. I would double. I really would.
Okay.
What about you, Christoph?
You have 15, but this spade holding is not great. So is it really worth
16?
16, sorry.
I would double if I had 2 low spades.
I think I would double playing imps, but playing match point, I think I would pass.
I would also double with 2 low spades. I think that's the question you have to ask yourself.
Yes,
if your queen doubleton of spades is 2 low spades, are you still going to double?
And I might. Like I said, I think that the big plus is finding the game. Would you double at match point?
Yes.
I'm not sure I would.
I would. I don't want to defend 2 spades with this hand. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get a good board for defending 2 spades. Maybe I'll push him to 3 spades. Maybe once every 10 hands, I'll get caught and go for 200 or more. But I don't really think it's that much more than that.
No, sometimes you will just go down in 3 hearts when they were not making 2 spades. Or in 3 whatever. No?
Maybe.
Anyway, I would double playing imps.
Mr. Grossack, Soldier Pride, we should have another tournament soon together.
I don't know. If I play with Stefan, I only pass, huh? I'm not
That's
crazy.
why we're doing so badly. You should be beating with me. So Bob Hammond and Bart Bramley added 3 imps to their capital. They have 33.7 in this session so far. We are just assembling the trophy for them and writing it down.
I will fix that, Bridge Galaxy. I believe I can fix that.
Nicholas Hammond and Eric Loran are at plus 13, so I believe that they are second at the moment.
Is it better? Is my microphone better?
It's wonderful.
It's the French. It's not the mic.
I don't know. It depends. I mean, we can hear you. Does that mean it's better or worse?
No, I heard some feedback from yesterday, Christoph, that everybody loves your wife's voice, and maybe we should play that advertisement of the WBT more often. We get more traction, and if we can play it twice in a row, even better. The second pair in this session, I mean second in the rankings, because Bob Hammond is first, even only in that session, without the 6 teams carryover. Tim Verbeek and Simon DeVries, as Christoph mentioned, they had plus 21 imps, but they were only at plus 1 imp before we started, so they're too far from Mr. Hammond. Basically, Loran and Hammond have plus 29 overall and are second. They have 29 and Hammond has 92. So what happens here, guys, in 3-no trumps?
Very boring, cold 3-no trump.
Thousands of tricks.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time to go around the tables and see what the others do. So on board 13, Eldad Ginusar didn't double either. The 2 spades, I mean, 1-no trump, 2 hearts transfer, 2 spades, pass, and he also passed with that hand that you're both doubling.
Yeah, that's
also passed.
wow.
The same auction. But yeah, guys, this is why you're not playing. I'm here just by mistake. I should have.
I guess so. I mean, I can guarantee you that my brother would double 2 spades. Guaranteed.
Yes, your brother is completely nuts, so I believe it. Alejandro Bianchetti also passed, and Marshall Lewis also passed. So I'm struggling to find even one player who did what you suggest, guys. Brad Moss also passed. Okay, we're running out of tables. 2 more. Oh, David Gold. David Gold is your guy. He doubled.
Okay. There you go.
Well, yeah. And Rick Loran didn't double. He passed. So 7-1. David Gold is the only guy who agrees with you. And what this brought to David Gold, let's see. They ended up making 3 clubs. He doubled, and John Cook beat 2-no trumps with 5-4 in the minors. So David beat 3 clubs. I think 2-no trumps is a very intelligent bit. It doesn't have to be equal length. Clubs can be 1 card shorter.
What do you guys open with South? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Something to show 18 to 19 balanced.
Someone was suggesting opening 2-no trump. Too much of a stretch.
I know many people who do that. Many crazy people that I don't like But yeah, there are such people who'd open to no Trump. And it has some merit.
So someone in the
current-
chat is saying that they are using the Mexican 2 diamonds. I believe that the Italians call it the Italian 2 diamonds. I showed
I
this
know
to-
it is the Mexican 2 diamonds.
Yeah, because you're from the other continent, but in Europe we believe it's Italian. I wonder.
Well, I think it's part of the Rosencrantz system originally. George Rosencrantz, famous Mexican player. I think that's where it got a lot of its popularity.
So we heard that Simon DeVries opened to no Trump.
I mean, it's all controls. 6-card minor.
Yeah.
Get the K&R evaluator. See how many points it is.
How good is that slam? Someone is saying it's not that good, but it's not that bad either. I think it's... You want to be in slam, don't you?
You need 2 diamonds, right?
Do you?
Let's see. No. Or a spade hook. Yeah,
Yeah.
3-1 diamonds and spade hook. I guess it's a good slam. 40%, any 2 diamonds plus on 3 plus the remaining 50% and 50%. So you get another 25%. So it's about 65%, I think.
So North asked for an undo, and I see it hasn't been accepted yet. Just a reminder of the rules. Undos have to be allowed in case of an obvious misclick. So it's a tricky situation, and when in doubt, it doesn't have to be allowed. It doesn't mean that you can't allow it. You always can allow it, but you're only obliged to allow it if it's an obvious misclick, which is what we have communicated the players. So the undo here was rejected, and I can see that we can see their faces, and they are not really in agreement about that.
I mean, that's kind of a joke, I think. Why wouldn't he just accept the undo? He's not playing for millions of dollars.
No, he then asked for undo himself. I think it was a misclick because then Hammond asked for undo. Now again,
I'm not
Manu is
sure.
asking.
Let's see. I'm not sure. I mean, if it's not, is it clear? Because on this type of sequence, is it possible that North remembered his systems a bit late?
Yeah, but I mean, okay. I mean,
I don't know.
I would give him the undo.
Yeah, you would, because you're playing this event, that it's a show event. But would you, if you were playing, I don't know, there are not so big events, I guess, online yet, but let's say the final of the online World Championship. Would you still allow it?
If I thought my opponent would give me the same undo, then yeah.
So they did give it, which is what we like to see, of course, especially for this event. Yes, and some of the people watching are telling us that it's a tricky situation, because if you allow them too much, then it might become the norm. When you have a missync, you can just ask for an undo, and it all happened to us at the table when we do the wrong thing and we realize right away at the table we can't ask for an undo because it's obvious in a way. And on BBO it's easier. It's a tricky situation. We're all discovering Bridge Online and competitive Bridge Online. There are no set rules about these things yet. We really hope that the WBT and the fair play committee. I know they will be working on these issues. Come up with something that will be the norm.
Okay, so I plugged in the, are you familiar with the Kaplan-Rubens hand evaluator, the KNR?
I've heard of it,
I've
but
heard of it, yeah.
Okay, so I plugged in the south hand to the KNR evaluator, and it came up with 19.90 points. That's what it thinks it's
Not
worth.
not enough for 2 trumps.
19.90.
so not good enough. So yes, to explain the Zoom, some people are asking, North is with East on a separate Zoom room, and South is with West, so they can discuss together, and that's why that's also an issue that we need to find a way to fix, is that sometimes they do not alert on VVO, and we don't see the alert, but actually the players got them, because East explained to North, and West explained to South, for example. So we're missing some of this, but for the players, it's a much better experience. They seem to all prefer it. That's, yes, another thing we need to think about. But I guess like in a real bridge, if you want to protect your rights, you always have to write down your explanations.
Jan Jansma opened 1 diamond on this hand and reached 6 diamonds.
6 spades was a bit worse than 6 diamonds, because some 4-1 split in spades might... like if East has the queen 10 to 4 in spades, there might be troubles.
Yeah. Or if West.
The Jan van den Hoek also opened 1 diamond and is now declaring 6 diamonds. Espen Lindqvist opens up a diamond and now they're cubidding for a slam. Tim Verbeek and Simon DeVries reach 6-note trump making, obviously. And Thomas Charlson and Klukowski also reach 6 spades.
Maybe
Okay.
6-no trump is the best contract.
Maybe,
If the diamonds go 4-0, do we have chances in 6-0? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
you can do some squeeze.
Maybe a heart diamond squeeze.
Pero Kulin and Antonio Palma only beat to 4 spades on board 15. Anyway, what happens here? Board 16. 2 hearts was a good race in spades. They obviously played transfer after the double. So does South have enough for 3 spades, guys? Having 6 cards?
Yeah.
Although partner is a pass hand and we don't have much, the 6th card really makes a difference. It's another trick.
I mean, do you agree with Hammond's 3 club bid? I thought that was a little bit marginal over 2 hearts. I don't know.
I would probably not have bid 3 clubs over 2 hearts.
But you bid 3 clubs?
Stefan?
Well, it's a bit aggressive for me as well. Because 2 hearts is forcing, obviously, they'll bid 2 spades. I'll rather pass and bid afterwards, I think.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
not-
some like good, bad, to no Trump ideas, like if you play.
If I play that, I'm not going to beat Paul. I'm not so excited to beat. Very often they only have 8 cards in this situation. Partner may have 4 spades. I'm not so desperate to show the minors. Maybe if it goes 2 hearts pass, 2 spades pass, maybe then I can do something.
Well, but then, yeah. Spade led here. So Declare potentially is in jeopardy of losing a heart ruff. And is not sure about the location of the minor suit kings. On a spade lead, has some difficulty in terms of figuring out how to play it. I mean, it's kind of hopeless, honestly.
Yeah, I guess he needs to find a way to imagine a position in which he can make.
He needs a stiff king of diamonds. That's what he needs. He needs to, I mean, he needs.
Couldn't hearts be 3-3?
Yeah, I mean, hearts 3-3. And then, yeah, I guess hearts 3-3, and I can pitch one heart. I can pitch one club on the 4th heart and one club on the spade, maybe. But I think it requires some misdefense. So diamond is a good start. King of hearts, they're going to get their ruff now, but now they won't get a club trick because the club can go away on the 4th round of hearts and the ace of spades.
So in 3 spades, they were losing 2 spades, 2 clubs, no hearts, and 1 diamond. So it was down 1 in 2 spades, in 3 spades. Am I correct?
I guess so.
Yeah, it's kind of a hand where the law of total tricks was really not followed by East and West. And this time it was a bit too much. One of the things that Zia, I don't know if you've read, and if Zia has shared with you his, I don't remember how many, but 5 or 10 rules to absolutely follow at bridge. And one of them was only bid 4 of a minor when you are sure that it is the right bid in competitive auction. So when the opponents are playing at the 3 level, only bid 4 of a minor when you are 100% sure that it's right. Because it's going to be wrong a lot of the time, basically. I don't know how you feel with that one, but it's I kept it and I apply it and I think it's really right.
I mean, from Laurent's perspective, his partner had an especially bad hand for 3 clubs. Like, he didn't know his partner had the king of spades. He had all these heart losers. Like, if partner's king of spades were in the heart suit, for example, it would make a pretty big difference, I think. But yeah, I mean, that's also one of the reasons why I'm not so fond of the 3 club bid.
Yeah.
I mean, 10th third of hearts isn't a great holding when partner's made a negative double. I don't have a supportive card there.
So the last table, I'm going to get there right now. We are going to see our winners. I think we can say it. We are going to play against Boye Brogland and Espen Lindqvist, who are not having such a great session, if I remember correctly. Let me pull out the scores. Remember that you can access them yourself via the link that I sent quite a few times. And indeed, their 3rd session is is negative, -6. So they are now currently lying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th with +14 imps. It's quite close. Second has +28. It's Niklas and Eric. Third, Helgemo Helnes. Nice comeback. +23. Fourth, Tim Verbeek and Simon Davis. Fifth, Chris Willenken and Jan Jansma. This is after board 12, so with 8 boards to go. We've seen 4 of them for Eric Laurent and Niklas Hammond. How were they? How would you rate their card? Not so good because they beat the slam against them. They beat these 4 diamonds going down.
They didn't have any good boards that I could remember.
Yeah. So are you saying that you would have beat 4 diamonds?
I mean, probably not 4-3-3, but I can understand it.
So Bridge Galaxy in the chat is asking about the upcoming E-Open. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it, but if you want the full information, we talked about it at length yesterday. If you take the video of the Twitch from yesterday that you can access through the results, you go to the result on the first tab. There is a link to the video from yesterday. We do talk about the E-Open. I believe it's on a YouTube video, but maybe not. If not, I will link it to you right now. So it's going to be a league happening 4 evenings for Europe a week, for 7 weeks, starting on the 11th of January, until the end of February. Played on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. There will be a Swiss phase with 10 rounds of Swiss. At the end of the Swiss, teams will be separated in 2 groups, Swiss A and Swiss B, 6 more rounds, and at the end of this second Swiss, the top 7 teams from Swiss A and the top team from the first team from Swiss B will all qualify for the quarterfinal, and then there will be 3 days quarterfinal, 4 days semifinal, and 5 days final. All of this will always and only be played on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sunday evenings. And the match will start between 9:15 and 9:30. We'll launch the match. It takes about 15 minutes to start the matches, but 9:15 European time, 8:15 UK, and I believe that is 3:15 for you, Adam. It does not require Zoom, but we will ask the teams that are on ViewGraph, because it will be the same. Every evening there will be a match that will be on ViewGraph like it is right now, and we will ask the team on ViewGraph to be on the Zoom. BBO will be the platform. Registration fee are 800 euros per team if you register before the end of the week. It will be 1,000 if you register in the final week. And the teams are up to 8 players. I think I've covered it all. If you have any more questions, there won't be.
So this is sort of similar to the OCBL league.
Yes, it's the same principle, except
it's the same thing, but it's on exactly all the different days.
Exactly. So it's a bit longer. The format is, I guess, a bit better because you play a bit more. But it's just because the week is 7 days, and for the second iteration that is going to probably happen in March and April, we're going to switch around. So yes, it's exactly the same principle. We're trying to give 2 options to the team depending on when they're free, and the ones who want to play every day can also do so.
Well, I'll probably be there. I'll probably register for that one then.
We'd love to have you there.
Yeah, no, I mean, I personally love to play in all these events and have like 8-10 player teams. I think that it's really, really fun to do that. Just play in as many events as possible and just have like very big teams.
Yes, that's what a lot of people do, and I agree. It's nice. It's nice. So last table. So of course, nothing at stake for East West, who already won the event. I don't know if they know that.
I'm sure they haven't got a clue. They're just hoping. So what do you hope? 15 points, one club, and then what happens? I guess they won't make a game here. They won't reach one either. Looks like one no trump by east to me.
I mean, yeah, all right, he's betting a no trump. He could bet a diamond. I don't know.
So
Do you bet one diamond here?
Bob is using his phone. We now know how he won this event. He probably doesn't know that we're watching him.
He's using the opportunity when Thomas Charleston is playing, but yeah, this is all on record. So I guess who is second at the moment? They're the real winners, actually.
So not a lot of tricks here, even though they have like 24 combined points. No source of tricks.
What's the idea of one no trump, not one diamond? Adam, what do you think?
I mean, I guess one no trump is good because it expresses more like 8 to 10 range over one club. You're less likely to do it with 6 or 7, but you might be wrong siding no trump for hearts, or you don't know about the hearts. I think one diamond is also possible, but then the partner bids like a heart, you're just going to bid one no, and now partner wouldn't know necessarily that you're closer to 8 to 10 range. If it goes a club, a diamond, a spade, I don't know what you would do.
You need to do something. You can't pass.
Yeah.
Just bet one no trump. They didn't overcall one heart, so none of them has 5. And even if they have 5, it's only one no trump.
Bob
Yeah,
is
I
still on the
guess.
phone.
He can win this event even only by talking on the phone. He is getting insights how to make this one no trump and win the event.
He's trying to reach the 100 mark.
Yeah, I mean, Broglin's going to ship to the 9 of diamonds. I think that looks like a very natural play.
So we've been told that he told his friend on the phone, I have all the time in the world, it's Broglan, it's Boyo's turn to play. Don't worry about it, tell me everything.
We've got 10 minutes.
We've got at least 10 minutes.
I mean, what could Boy be thinking about here? I mean, he's not going to play a heart. He's probably not going to play a club. I guess he could play a spade. All right, king of diamonds. I guess since he has the ace of clubs in entry, he's okay. I mean, maybe he was worried that the 9 would be a little like confusing. I don't know. Seems like kind of a natural play. The stiff 8 on dummy. See, it would have been a little bit better if he had played the 9 of diamonds, because now his partner would have a diamond exit.
Yeah. Yeah.
The previous round was one of the very few negative rounds for Hamann and Bramley. They scored minus 1.5 imps.
Wow.
So
are they going to be able to recover from that?
They're down to 91, almost 92 imps. The fight for the second place is quite big. Actually, now David Gold and John Cook, after scoring more than 20 imps in the previous round, they have actually taken a good lead for the second place.
Gold's the only one that did a double.
Yeah, and Well, we get lucky sometimes. And for the third place, there are a few pairs fighting. Boy is one of them, Nicholas Hammond and Eric Loran, and also Tim Verbeek with Simon DeVries and Chris Willenken with Jan Jansma. They all have between 21 and 23 IMS plus.
Yeah, I'm looking at the result now, and we have some surprising one. I mean, Joe Grew and Brad Moss to be last. I don't.
I'm not that surprised, Christo, because these guys want to win, and I feel like they go all in, and it doesn't go their way, and they just go down and down and down. It's not that they're just bad players. I guess they tried to do something and it didn't work out. And that's why Zia's comment was spot on. They can do well, but they can do badly.
I guess that's what happened. I don't know them well enough to comment on that. Maybe Adam can confirm.
I mean, certainly they can have like either positive or negative momentum, like much more significantly in either direction than most pairs. Like they steamroll a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Usually positive though. They're a very, very good pair.
Do you open that one to spades? Second red,
No.
red against white?
I would pass.
I would open.
Yeah.
Let's see what the Norwegians do. I think he will open.
I would not.
It's just a quick Jack 10 is very tempting. Yeah, they did. Oh, but they had two ways, I guess, because it's 0 to
It's a
7.
weak multi.
Yeah. So we will never know what he would have done if...
Bramley just gonna be 2-0 here.
So what do you overcall with West Hand? 2-0, not doubling?
I guess he could double. I don't know. Yeah, 2-0, 16 to
Double
18.
and double, maybe?
I mean, his ace king of spades aren't really holding full weight necessarily. I mean, he would prefer to have ace king third so he could duck one out. I mean, I don't know if his hand is really a great 18 count. His 5-card suit only has one high honor, doesn't have a lot of intermediates.
Yeah,
think
but
it's
lot
fine.
of aces
I'm-
and kings.
I'm thinking about something different, guys, that if I double and then double again, I'll rather play 3 of a suit, and I think I'll feel more comfortable in 3 of a suit rather than 2-0 trump.
Maybe,
Because
but
if
he
they
does have
set
a
up
full
the
18
spades-
count. I mean, it's nice to be able to describe my bid in my hand in one bid also. So,
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I don't mind 2-0.
And we don't know how they play the double, because I know that in the US, maybe you're not as used as playing
I mean,
against-
I think they probably play double as 13 to 15. Based on the 2-0 16 to 18 alert.
Okay.
I don't think they're playing like double take out of spade, 2 heart play, take out of heart. I think they're just playing like option 2.
Okay.
Jan van Hoek didn't open 2 spades, and Jan Jansma is now declaring 3-0 trumps.
Two, 4.
Hiones didn't open week 2 cider, and anyway ended up declaring 2 spades.
I guess 3-0 can be made if he crosses to the 10 of diamonds and then takes a backwards club finesse.
Glukowski opened 2 spades.
Yeah.
And ended up declaring 3 spades. They called after 2-0 trump over called Charles and bid 3 spades. That was down 1 in the end.
It's quite a bid. 3 spades.
Yes.
in the face of 2 now.
Yeah, but when you play with Klukowski, you want to be dummy, I guess.
So I guess there's some danger here. Well, I guess they can't really get all their tricks technically. Yeah, he has to shift to a heart. I was thinking he has to shift to a heart, but yeah, I guess a heart shift was necessary here. Otherwise, North was going to probably get caught up in the net play. Now ace and a diamond. And so he just clears the ace of diamonds, doesn't have to worry about it later. Okay, low diamond. I guess he can still go ace of diamonds and diamond later, since he got 1 heart shifted to.
So that is for 120, just making, right?
Yeah.
Let's see how Jan Jansma did in 3-note trumps. He went 1 off on a spade lead, club ace and club finesse the wrong way.
Yeah. I guess that's normal. Would you give any consideration to a diamond lead against 2 or 3 now with the North hand?
Yeah, very much so. I would lead a diamond.
You would lead a diamond and not a
Because-
spade.
Well, partner obviously doesn't have many points, so that's why you're asking, I guess. If they beat 3-0, partner is very limited, so having only 2 spades, I don't have communication to partner's hand, so in imps, I would rather shoot for a diamond, hoping partner has 3 cards and they're 2-2, and they don't run too many clubs, I guess. Although, can they be 2-2? I'm not sure.
But if you know they have a double finesse position, a 2-way finesse position in clubs, maybe you lead a spade.
Yeah, but why? Because if partner has something in clubs, his spades will be even weaker. So there was interesting board 18. Actually, John Cook and David Gold stopped in 3-0 trumps. They got doubled, and John Cook made that. The lead was a heart diamond switch, and he ran the jack of clubs, so he made 550.
What do you think
We
about
need to get
Haman? Very quick pass on that one with East. So the bidding went a club, a heart, pass, pass. Double, pass, pass, pass.
I wouldn't pass, but both times I wouldn't pass. But if he's doing it, maybe he either has another phone call, so he wants to be dummy, or this is what he thinks is right. So what happens in 1 hard double?
No, ace of club. Club rough, I guess. Diamond.
Put it south
think you
open, a
have-
club.
A club, yes. A club,
Easy 6.
a club, a heart, pass, pass, double, all pass.
My money goes to making.
And Bob was right once again. Is that what you're trying to say?
If Bart makes it,
Would you pass East his hands, Adam?
It is interesting. I don't know. I mean, it does. I mean, maybe partner has 6 hearts. We don't know. We really don't know that there's necessarily a better landing spot. And you do have an ace.
Could be making 4 spades.
So with this very same auction, John Cook first passed one heart, but when the double came to him, he redoubled for rescue, and David Gold beat 1-0 trump. So they're playing in 1-0 trump, pass now. But I
Also,
definitely
South
agree
duck
with
the
this
lead.
redouble.
Playing partner for doubleton instead of singleton. And
So this declares 7 trick maybe. But he was making 7 anyway, even if he give roughs to boy a club rough, diamond club rough, and spade return, maybe they can get all the roughs, so maybe that way they can beat it. 2 aces, a spade, and 4 trumps. Yeah, maybe they could have actually beaten it because Espen has enough interest to give 3 roughs to Boya. But this didn't work out.
so now if we see ace of heart, queen of heart, looks like it's making now. Is it making? Yes, I don't think you can prevent Declare for taking 2 more hearts. Two more clubs, 1 spade and 1 diamond.
Well, maybe they play for taps now.
How?
I mean, spades. He's playing trumps. Yeah, this isn't gonna work.
Cecilia Rimstead and Gary Donner. So Gary Donner redoubled for rescue like John Cook did, but Cecilia beat 2 clubs and they're playing now in 2 clubs doubled.
So no, I don't think it's +1 because Declare cannot do everything. Because if he takes 2 rounds of hearts, it might be like, what does he do? 2 rounds of heart on a spade. To the ace.
No. He has to knock out the ace of clubs.
I think he
He
does. Yes.
cashes 2
And
hearts
then he
plays a
loses.
club.
He still loses the 2 roughs, so it's only 7 tricks.
No, he cashes 2 trumps.
And play the club.
Yeah, Jack 9 of hearts and play the club. Even if North somehow wins,
4.
that is not a big deal.
5, 6, 7, and then the king of diamonds is 8. I think Boy needed to shift to a spade when he was in with the king of hearts.
I think it's still okay, no?
Club now.
Club. Fine. I do whatever I want and I play spade.
So now Declare is losing a diamond, a trump, and a spade. Okay, ace.
And now what do you do?
Okay. Yeah, low club back, and then he can deny him from the dummy, I guess. So he's never going to score his king of diamonds. Interesting.
Yes, if he had played the diamond, probably was fine, but it's... He needs to be sure that the spades are like that and they cannot establish a spade. Anyway, just made. I guess they're happy with that. Oh.
Yeah, he wanted to not let him get to the dummy, so he can't lead a diamond up. So he's roughing this one. Queen and a spade.
Yes, and 2 diamonds to finish.
I'm losing light.
Yes, you are. It's late in Europe, but I didn't think it was late in the US.
Okay, one more
So
hand.
that will be 7 tricks, 160 and 1 hand to go, and then don't leave because you try to get Bob Hammond here for an interview.
Yes, so the technical engineer at the back are telling us that it might be hard because he has some Zoom issues where he can't really hear his opponent, but we'll see. Maybe
I hope he can hear us when he comes.
Let me ask Luke. Maybe easier if we go to the rooms. I don't know.
So here one no trump pass 2 diamonds a transfer, I guess. Do you bid 3 diamonds, guys, or you double?
Double.
Double? Not good enough for 3 diamonds?
Not for me.
What do you think of doubling now 2 hearts pass 2 no trump? Is this showing 6-4 or no?
Yeah.
And 3 clubs is like 5-4 or maybe 5-5.
Yeah.
Although with 5-5 you can also bid 2 no trumps.
Directly over 2 diamonds. Yeah.
So would you bid again then? Or would you bid 2 no trumps?
If it goes 2 hearts pass. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I would balance with 2 now.
It's not a bad hand. Shows 3 but undiscussed. These guys have several undiscussed options and they're still leading by miles.
So guys, I have a question to ask you, and when I mean guys, I don't mean you two. I mean the whole of the people watching. I would like to know who is the woman who went to Zia's bed so we couldn't have him tonight.
Yes, he disappeared completely. We were ringing him. He was going to come, but then he didn't come. So we're getting worried.
Yes, so I'm guessing this person might not be in the chat anymore. She heard that yesterday. We are very disappointed at you. You ruined the show. Thanks Adam for saving the day today. Oh,
Anytime.
But for 2 hours, Zia at his age, oh my goodness, he's a monster, this guy.
So
2
3
no
diamonds now, but boy.
That is interesting. He chose to be in diamonds. Maybe he didn't understand it as diamonds and clubs, but rather a good hand, maybe with diamonds. Because maybe if he understood 6-4, he would beat 3 clubs. What do you think?
Yeah.
So what happens here? Declare will lose 2 clubs, a diamond, a heart, and a spade. So likely 1 off. In the meantime, East-West can make what? They lose a couple of spades, a couple of diamonds, and 1 or 2 hearts. So they can make 2 spades at most, I guess.
and you would make would you make 3 clubs? Because you don't lose a diamond anymore.
Yes, you can rough a diamond and lose only 2 clubs, heart and a spade. You should be careful with the trump control, but I guess it can work.
So let's say the leader heart the same. You take the ace of heart and you play what?
A club.
Club, jack, king, ace, and a heart and you rough.
Yeah, and now I have a problem. So maybe 3 clubs doesn't make on a heart lead.
Adam, you're the expert here. Can you make 3 clubs?
I guess not.
Yes, hard leads too strong.
That sounds like...
I mean, is it clear they're going to split the club honors when you lead a club up?
It's not, but we're trying to...
because I mean that would be a bad play if their partner had the stiff ace.
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
So
declare would have
David
to
Gold and
guess.
John
so,
Cook.
but-
David Gold and John Cook have a good last round, so they most definitely come second, and the big fight will be for the third place between 4 or 5 pairs with about 20 teams.
How
We
much
have
is that?
4
Like
tables
5,000?
in play. What's that?
Is that like $5,000 for third place?
$5,000. No, it's 50,000, Adam.
50,000. Oh, okay.
Yes, you can cash it out in 50 years. So we have tables 1, 3, 5, and 7. We have about 260 kibitzers on those tables at the moment. People are following their favorites. I noticed Helgemo and Helnes most of the time had the most followers. I guess they have built up reputation for the last 20 plus years. Most of the tables are in 3 spades on this hand. Jacob Freeman is around. Hey, Jacob.
So we can officially congratulate Bart Bramley and Bob Hammond for crushing this WBT top 16. We don't know yet what is gonna be the final result, but around the 100 zone, plus 100 over 60 boards in that field, it's amazing, honestly. I don't think anybody would have thought they would be dominating that much. Of course, there is a lot of randomness on only 60 boards playing imps, but still, to be so far ahead, you must have been lucky for sure, but have had a very, very nice, clean game. So big congratulations in order. I remember when I started Bridge 15 years ago, people were telling me Hammam he's a legend, best player of all time, but right now he's not the best anymore. That was 15 years ago. And here we are. He still wins again and again, year after year. Partners after partners, if I may say. I mean, when I started, he played with Bobby Wolves, then I don't know in which order. Was Soloway before Wolf? I don't remember. Adam, can you help
No,
me?
Bobby Wolf is first. I
Bobby
think.
Wolf first, then Soloway, then... I mean, he played with so many players. I mean, Bobby Wolf for a long time. Before that, with the Aces, like a bit like the ESL, he can play with anyone and he will just win. And on this event, he played with 2 different partners. He played with Peter Weisel in the first day. Then Bart Bramley for day 2 and 3, beating everyone. Congratulations. We don't know yet who's going to be finishing second, who's going to be finishing third. We'll see.
Hi, Boyan.
Hi.
I think we have Bart who joined us also. Hi.
Hello?
Hi, Bart. Well done.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I did it because of my my kibitzer.
Yeah, we've
Oh.
seen him on the stream quite a few times. We saw that Alejandro was playing with his dog and you were playing with your cat.
Yes,
Is that your lucky
Oh,
charm?
so this is how you won.
sure.
So tell us, how
Well
was the
done,
tournament?
well
How did
done.
you like it?
Oh, well, I like it a lot. Yeah, I mean,
I like all events which I win. So you came second in that session. Bart, you've got 37 imps here, so you didn't really reach 100 teams. At some point, we thought you will, but still, you got at least 3 times the imps that the second one has. So very impressive. Well done. At what point did you know that you won the event?
well,
Was
when
it
we were
before the
leading
session
and
started?
we started out well today. After a couple of rounds, it looked like, unless something strange happened, we were in.
Yeah,
We
well,
could see you were really focused all the time, both of you. So this was like the Bermuda Bowl final. You were really getting into it, although you were leading by 56 teams. This was.
I don't know any
you were
other way to
setting-
play.
Sorry, say that again, please.
I don't know any other way to play.
Oh, okay. That's a good attitude, and you're setting up a good example for young players that even if you're doing well, you should still be serious and disciplined. So first in this session, David Gold and John Cook. That is actually the biggest score of a single session. They got 51 imps on this set of boards, but they were -6 from the previous two sessions, so they only come second, which is not that bad at all, considering especially that the first place was too far ahead. You can see on your streams now the final rankings.
I would
so
like to ask
third
Bart,
place by
Bart a few more questions so we can let him go after because I don't want to hold him for too long.
yes, of
You
course.
seem to be winning everything. You won the first NABC online, which was really tight. You did really well in the second. I believe you finished second with the same team.
Yes.
Do you feel that playing online with Zoom is different than playing online without Zoom? Because the three events, like this event that you just played and the two online NABCs with Zoom, do you think it changes something or?
Well, I enjoy it. It makes it more like really being at the table. And socially, it's better. Certainly, many of the things that I miss about having to play online, at least if I can see my friends and talk to them, that's good. And that happened in this event also. Like today, I saw Jan Jansma. I've seen him a couple of other times this year, and
it's nice.
Yeah, I mean, in the face-to-face tournaments, one of the great aspects for me is meeting my friends from everywhere. And with the Zoom, I get to do that somewhat.
Yes, indeed. We all hope that LiveBridge will restart soon. Unfortunately, it might not happen too soon. So yes, that's what we have for now.
Yes, I'm hoping by middle of next year, maybe.
Yes,
we'll see.
We'll see.
I like what you're doing here. This is a good thing. And there's my partner. I better talk to him.
We need him here. Tell him to come, please.
Thank you. Thanks very much for being with us.
Yeah.
I need to mute
him
somehow. Luke, can you kick him out?
Yeah, so
no, just so we don't have to hear him. Okay, so
just mute him.
Stefan, I will let you keep going about the results.
Okay, so the results, the third place, you can see by only
in the commentators room.
Look, we need you. Yeah, well done. So third place by only 0.08 imps, Tim Fairbank, Simon Davis with their huge plus 35 imp score of this session. It's only third place in the session, but it's also third place in the event. Right behind them, Geir Helgemo and Thor Helnes. Fourth place, fifth, Nicholas Hammond and Eric Laurent. So I didn't win 20 pounds from Zia, but I guess this qualifies for at least 5 pounds win. Chris Willenken and Jan Jansma had a good session as well, and they came sixth. Boye, you came seventh. You were second before this session. You tell us how did it go afterwards. Marshall and Ante came ninth. They had a bad session today after their great session yesterday. Piotr Gavrish, which was replaced the last session by Thomas Charlesen, played with Michał Klukowski. They came 10th. Is it 10th? Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm redoing the.
No, 9. Sorry, Ishmael Del
Yeah.
Monte and Eldad Ginusar are 10th. Our personal favorite Margie Cole had a bad session and came 11th. Antonio Palma and Pero Kulin came 12th. Aris Bremen, Jan van den Hoek, they had a great start, but then they got some too many negative scores and they came 13th. Gary Donner and Cecilia Rimstead then. Jogu and Bratmos just in the end of the tournament, the last round, they moved up and they didn't come bottom. And our colleagues, Manu and DeFranco, obviously, just like us, they become a much better tournament organizers than bridge players, or they just weren't lucky. But it didn't go very well for them. So once again, Bart, congratulations for winning the event with double the score of the second pair. Really impressive. Also, well done to Peter Weisel, who
Yes.
played. Hi, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, success.
Well done. We can hear you and I can see
Okay,
you.
I'll put on the earphones. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, used up a bit of luck in this event.
Yeah, I was saying when I started bridge 15 years ago, people were telling me that you were the big champion of the past, and now 15 years later, you win an event playing online on the Zoom. How do you do it?
We used up a lot of luck on this one. You want to hear a lucky hand?
Yes.
So I have 6 spades, queen, jack, 4 hearts, king, 9, void, and 3 to the ace. It was ace 8, actually. So it goes a no trip to my right, and I decide to suppress the hearts and just content myself with my 1 suitor multi with 2 diamonds, which partner interpreted as showing diamonds. So went double showing hearts, and he jumped to 5 diamonds as a passed hand.
Yeah.
Well, if he hadn't been a passed hand, it would have been the world's worst disaster, but it was a passed hand. The 5 diamond bid really doesn't exist unless it's a misunderstanding. So I corrected the 5 spades, got doubled, and made it.
Yes. Yeah, we saw that live. Yeah, that was a lucky one. We agree on that. But still, you crushed it. I mean, you're more than 50 imps in front of second. It can't be only luck, so big congratulations about that. What's your secret? I've read your book, and you say that your secret is your ability to focus. Is it still the same thing?
Well, I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, it was a great event. I enjoyed it a lot. I suspect having good score contributes to enjoying it, but we'll discuss that later.
Okay. Thank you so much for participating. We
Well,
hope to
enjoyed it and hope to play again once relatively soon.
You will be invited for sure.
Okay, so maybe you'll just have Bramley and Mike Sell play together, and I'll fill in, and we'll see where.
Yes. We've learned over the years that you can win with anyone, and your 2 partners also have quite an impressive resume. I was saying earlier, because we asked people about their accomplishment, and Peter Weisel's accomplishments are amazing. I think he won 2 Bermuda balls, but unfortunately, when he plays with you, he's the unknown one, the one with the small resume. But yes.
Bob, I just want to ask one question from the audience. It's not about being a great player or winning in events. It's rather about the environment. So the question was the following: shall the bridge organizations insist on people being kind, helpful, and forgiving to partners, to opponents, or this is going too far in the game? Like, is it okay to ask people to behave appropriately, or this is too much?
Well, let's say that at high level, it is competition. And at high levels in anything, you get, there's a fair amount of tension, and that's not so bad. It's just that, you know, obviously one thing about bridge is you've got a very mixed bag, that you have top experts playing against pretty bad players, even in significant events. And that doesn't exist anywhere else. You're not going to find a terrible player playing in the Premier League or in, it doesn't happen. So bridge
when
does
people
happen.
are not nice playing against you and they don't behave and it's all competitive,
Well,
how do you cope with that?
it doesn't bother me at all. I put it to you this way: would you rather have the opponents all smiles after they beat up on you than having them in a bad disposition after you beat up on them? Take your pick.
That is a good point. I've played against you, and when you don't play, you seem like the nicest guy, but when you start playing, like I feel like I don't exist there. And really, your behavior is I can do whatever I want, but you know that you're gonna crush me.
Well, no, that's thank you, but the point is there are a lot of talented players out there, and for the good of the game, it probably needs to be promoted at the high level as sort of a confrontational type game. The players don't have to love each other. They just, you know, there are certain constraints and they should abide by that. But it's competition.
But you've played through several generations of bridge players, so I think the game is becoming nicer and nicer. The environment is better. Don't you have the same experience?
Well, the game's getting better. The level of play now is much higher than it used to be at the top level. And most of that is just the evolution of the, you might almost call it the technology. The players have the benefit of learning from the past and adapting to it and rejecting what doesn't work. But all the tools available for slam bidding, for instance, are just much superior to what they were. And, you know, the understanding has increased enormously.
So
And
my last question, the standard is increasing, but you keep winning and keep winning. Does it mean that you learn new conventions and you improve your bidding, or you just build them up?
keep adapting. I play stuff now that I didn't dream about. I mean, Wolf and I didn't play keycard Blackwood. Now,
Okay,
sometimes
so,
it works. I mean, for instance, if you start getting into 6 key cards, you suddenly start missing slams that are on one of 2 finesses because you're off 2 key cards, for instance. I mean, it's
yeah, I get it. So the law of nature applies. You need to adapt to survive. So this is what you do very well. It's not just focusing, but adapting.
Darwin figured it out.
Yeah.
I read
Okay.
that you were a big fan of 4-card majors opening. Is it still the case or not anymore?
Oh, I think that it's fine. If you play 4-card majors, you should probably play a forcing club, but it's not necessary. What you gain is you gain a lot of tactical advantages, and you're playing ugly ball. You're eschewing provision in game bidding. I mean, a lot of it is in jest, but I kind of like Hammond game tries, which is you bid game and try to make it. I mean,
Yeah.
This sounds like a Bulgarian game
you,
try.
if sometimes you go down to 3 level when you would have made game if you weren't so scientific. So basically and the point being again, if the opponents constantly have to defend against a series of sticky games, it tends to wear them out. And in a long tournament, it's not the best player at the start of the event, it's the best player at the end of the event. And I've seen, and I've done some of it too, don't get me wrong, but I've seen really, really good players make inexplicable mistakes. And quite often it's just sheer fatigue. And young players can get tired too. You know, it just, that's the way it works.
Yeah, definitely. So stamina, adaptation, focus. These
Don't burn up a
qualities
lot of energy. If you burn up a lot of energy on meaningless hands, maybe you won't have the energy when the hand matters.
Boyers, that's for you.
One advice for boy, yeah.
And the
Don't
other
waste too
advice
much
is
energy.
when you're, if you get a bad result, think about it later. Save your energy for the next hand.
Yeah, people say this is your best quality because we all thinking about that 1100 we just lost, and you just tend to forget about it immediately, right?
Well, it's 1100, chalk it up and play the next one. It's hard to get it back. I haven't seen anybody, well, they try to get it back, but trying to get it back with wildly anti-percentage actions isn't the way to do it. You just concentrate, play hard, save your energy, and hope for a bit of luck.
Sounds easy when you say it like that.
Well, it's easier than many make it.
Yeah.
And that's, of course, that's my experience. That I've seen so many good, really good players.
Okay, thank you very
play
much.
well below their standard when they get upset, or they, you know, they emotional control is very important. Save your energy, control your emotions, hope for a little bit of luck, and good things may happen. Also embrace some new tools if they work, but not all new tools are great inventions. At any rate, thanks for having me, and hope to see you again soon.
It was a great pleasure to have you in the event. Well done to you, Bob. Well done to Bart, and well done to Peter Weichsel, who played the first day. You won by a huge margin. That was a great success. Although the event is definitely not one of the biggest ones you've won, but it was great to watch you on Zoom. Technology, 21st century.
Good competition, well run by the organizers, and that's all you can hope for.
Thank you. Hope to see you in these events next year as well.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you very much. Maybe we can have a couple of words with Boya now.
The only problem is we can't have a beer online.
We still can. Me and Mr. Grossack have a glass of wine after we finish the show.
Okay, I'll check I'll look for the bottle of wine that you guys sent me. Okay,
yes.
Have a good one.
Christophe will send it. He's got the French wine.
Thanks a lot, Bob. Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye now.
Bye, guys.
Wow.
That's some way to leave.
Yeah.
That was like the Matrix. Okay, Boy, what do you think of the competition, or maybe your game first and then the competition? Your last session wasn't a big success.
Yeah, last session didn't really do it so much for us. Like, I think my partner played very well. Some things I didn't work out. I opened like a 15 count with Queen Jack Doubleton of diamonds. I opened a club. We missed the game on that one. I had one hand that I just supported partner on a 3-card suit when opponents over called a no trump. could probably have doubled them and won a trump if I just passed. I did a lot of I took a lot of losing actions, and I was saved by my partner. Otherwise, it would have been looked a lot worse.
Well, it seems these things happen. I guess only Bob Hammond didn't have a bad session. Everybody else did. So
it wasn't so bad, but it didn't. Yeah, we didn't a lot of not many big swings at all. It just, but it was some losing decisions. Like if you took the other decisions and you had like a couple of marginal things that I did, then it was wrong every time I did it. So it's
But
it happens.
thank you so much for organizing the event. You gathered most of the players. You did the hard work. I think people liked it. Comments are very, very good about it. And we are really hoping that the WBT will be successful with many more events for that, for people to watch, come good on fair bridge, and that 2021 will be a much better year for for everything, including online bridge.
Yeah, I thought it was a great fun event. I think, of course, the first day was a little because we got started a bit late because one player didn't show up on time. But I think otherwise it really felt like the event ran pretty smoothly, and I think people enjoyed it. Everything that I've heard that people really enjoyed playing, and I think there's a lot to build from here. I think this is our first event, and it's like it was a kickoff event. I think we can really do something out of this if we really.
I could definitely notice that today
mind.
the game ran much faster than the previous 2 days. It's getting much better and better, and the timing shows it. We finish much earlier. So once people get used to the experience, Zoom plus BBO, I think we'll have very good events, and they'll run even smoother than this one.
Yeah, I think it's great with Zoom. I must say, I think it's you can speed up a lot of things with Zoom, and you have the social part of it. I think it's to me, I would say without the Zoom, it's a bit cold. You just write that if people don't respond, then maybe you don't look, you see what they ask you, and it takes time to write. So I must say, I think Zoom is a great thing for these events, and I hope they will continue for the especially for the top events. I think it brings something extra, and also I think it's possible to make with what you're doing with bringing the show with streaming and these kind of things. It's much easier to make a better show if you have Zoom. Like you can talk to the players. Actually, you could talk to the players. I'm not sure if you did in this tournament, but to talk to the players, like talk with dummy during play this.
Yeah, we were trying with you for 3 days, but you never became the dummy. You were so active in the bidding, so we couldn't have you even once. With the others, we didn't dare because we move them all the time, and we don't want them to get too stressed.
But that's definitely the next step.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
like we've done it for team matches, but here it was, too much.
How was it? Did we have open tables today? Because and yesterday, or
Yes, we did. The last 2 days we had open tables. There were several hundred people watching there. I guess many of them were at both places for complete experience, and I think that worked out well. We're also getting feedback in the chat from players who spotted something interesting at another table, so that was also good. So yeah, I believe it went well. Once people get used to the experience and do it smoothly, everything will be fine.
Okay, it's time to conclude. Thanks everyone. Thank you, Boyer. Thanks to Luke and Nikki, our background operator, who suffered quite a lot on the first day with the Zoom, but things got much better, and we could have the live results of the session today, which was nice. I mean, which would have been very exciting if it wasn't that not close, with Bob Hammond crushing everyone. Thanks, Boyer, for setting it up, and thanks to Zia and Adam, who came with us for the commentator to comment, and thanks, Stefan, for being there with me.
Thank you, Christoph. After several months, first time we're together, it was a real pleasure, my friend. Thanks, boy, everyone. World Bridge Tour continues next year. You can go to worldbridgetour.org, read what is it about, register as a member, support the organization. Is something new. and it needs all the positive energy it can gather so it can take off. Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you in 2021.
Yes, 11th of January is the first day, I believe, of the first event of the WBT.
It starts the 4th of January
With
with the World Bridge with that WBT OCBL Cup.
Okay.
And-
Okay. So
And,
even
and
better.
then the leagues start the next like a week later.
Okay.
The leagues start the Open League and the OCBL leagues.
Okay. Thank you. So as soon as next week, then you can start following the WBT events. Thanks a lot, Boyer. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.